Hey, I'm your host, Cayden, and I'm here with my co-host,
Dayne.
Hey, Dayne. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I mean, what day is it? It's an A day, right?
Yeah, it's Monday too.
Honestly, I kind of enjoy ELA right now. So, I mean, I enjoy it. A days are contending right now with B days, I don't know which one's better.
I think A days are my personal favorite, and so yeah, it's a Monday though, so that kind of dampers the mood.
I didn't get much sleep last night. I got 5 hours.
Oh, I only 5 hours.
Normally I get like 8. I get normally pretty good sleep, but I got 5 today.
Lovely. I think I got 8 hours. I slept from 10 to 6.
Good sleep cycle.
Good sleep. Anyways, we should probably move on to the topic at hand.
Okay, so the topic at hand is
the topic at hand.
The NACC raising awareness and representation through pretty much through a what's it called?
Event.
An event.
Yeah.
Sorry.
An event.
It called? A food event. So pretty much what happened. So NACC stands for Native American Cultural Center, and pretty much what they did is they combined with the Yale Sustainable Food Program, and they came together to create an event that was pretty much Native American food, where a bunch of natives all came together to...
Native American students and even non-Native American students all came together to discuss culture.
And also to just enjoy some Native...
Yeah, and just enjoy food, We love some food.
And some Native American recipes were shared. I think it was... What was it? There it says right here, Three Sisters chili. That sounds good.
That
Kale
sounds
salad.
Awesome.
Cranberry apple jalapeno chutney. Whitecap cornbread. That sounds good. I don't know what whitecaps are.
I think they're like a type of mushroom.
Okay, that
actually sounds really good though.
I could see that. I could see that.
And ground cherry apple cobbler.
Oh, that sounds good.
Cobbler sounds so good.
With cherries? That's
yes. Oh my gosh. Apples and cherries together are so good. Now you may be wondering,
and crops grown at the Yale farm.
Yeah, okay. And you may be wondering, what are these? Who are these people? What is the Native American? What is the NACC? What is the Yale farm? Well,
Yale Sustainable Food Program.
Yeah, the Yale Sustainable Food Program. What is this? What is it all? The NACC is in fact a part of Yale University, and its goal is to support Yale's Native American student population. So. Native American students that attend Yale have this center to kind of connect and chill, basically.
So it has a library, various lounges that it encourages the students to use, and they host a lot of events, and such as art stuff that they show that was made by prominent Native American figures, and also they have speakers talk about various Native American topics and experiences to help pretty much boost culture throughout the school.
Mm-hmm. And to bring awareness, because a lot of people have not experienced Native culture
or don't understand it, or
it.
Just don't really know much about it. So it's nice to have this awareness and this beacon to help point people in the right direction.
Oh, absolutely.
Understand things.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that they're doing this. The Yale Sustainable Food Program is a place where students learn about agriculture and global food issues and their significance. So how they impact humans and just the earth in general. They also collaborate with other parts of Yale University to bring this education into the classrooms. So they'll teach lessons in classrooms by just bringing in examples and stuff. They even started a Yale farm, which you may have heard us mention earlier.
Yeah, in 2003.
In 2003. It was May of 2003. They used this farm to study the collaboration between land and food. So it's basically, they use it to study agriculture and how the land interacts and how it can change and affect how we grow food.
And also to study food and farming and everything.
Yeah.
It also is a spot for kids to learn about
agriculture.
So they help cultivate the farm, and then they use that food.
And then they eat it.
And then they eat it. And so it's always just a way to help kids, or college students. Mostly.
Yeah, they're not. I don't know if they're kids exactly, but you know.
Adults probably see them as kids.
Yeah.
So
But.
To essentially show the
students.
To show like agriculture. Yeah.
Show students agriculture. I don't know about kids though. I'm pretty sure they are
children.
I'm pretty sure they are well above adult age by the time they're in college.
I mean, you get into college.
For the most part.
I mean, if you get in right away, you get 18. That's a teenager.
18's an adult though.
No, it's still a teenager though, technically. Teens.
Yeah, but like it's a legal adult.
Illegal.
Why are we having this debate? It's okay, whatever.
So essentially, that's the Yale Sustainable Food Program.
Yeah.
They do a lot about educating people about food and things like that, and how to do agriculture, which is awesome.
Awesome.
Food's great.
I love
baking.
I would love to do something like. I love baking too. Baking is so nice.
I just love eating.
I
like baking.
I like eating and the process of making the food. It is so good. I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah. So essentially, this event was a collaboration, as we said before, with Yale Sustainable Food Program and the NACC, in order to like highlight all the native foods, or some, not all, but some. Not a good proportion, but like a good few in there that were prominent and were big recipes probably in the culture.
Yeah. And
these were, so every dish was used from the Yale farm. Yeah. So a nice way to bring sustainability.
Yeah, they everything that was used to make the food there was grown at Yale farm, and they even ate it on Yale farm. It was an outside event. And
that goes with sunlight.
I know. Imagine how nice that is, though. Like you
it's
just
raining.
But like it was a nice day. But like imagine you're like out, you're sitting on a farm, you're with other people, and you're enjoying some good food.
Ground cherry, bread.
Oh, that cobbler sounds so good.
The ground cherry apple cobbler. Did I say that right?
Yeah, it's ground cherry apple cobbler.
No, cran apple. Oh,
no, it's a ground cherry.
Yeah, I got that right. Grand cherry apple cobbler. I was thinking of the wrong thing.
Yeah.
But so it's used to spread awareness and to bring light of native culture, and so
the food aspect at least.
Yeah. And at least like show people the culture that they have and show people how good their food is.
Yeah, because multiple students came and like talked to each other about culture.
And speaking of one of the students there was
there's a student named Cynthia Campbell,
who's 24. So she was enrolled in the Winnebago tribe of Nebraska, and she descends from Meskwaki. I don't want to mispronounce it.
Meskwaki, Sac, and Fox tribe of the Mississippi, and the Pomo and Kalanopo tribes of the Round Valley Indian tribes. She emphasized the importance of the NACC. She said, and I quote, "I discovered the NACC when I was researching Yale before applying. It was actually one of the many reasons I chose to attend Yale. I will continue to participate in as much as I can through the NACC because I enjoy the warmth of its community."
So I think that's a great way to show how the NACC is actually helping a lot of kids embrace their culture and help kids a great safe place for the Native American culture, because that is really nice, because there's a lot of people even today who are like really
pretty uneducated about it,
and uneducated and not very nice about it either.
Yeah, they're not very nice about it. There's still it's honestly kind of like sad how many people are not nice about it, because like it's it makes no sense to me.
And during like the 1970s, like there's still like a lot of like big movements against Native Americans.
I know.
Like as recent as like the 1970s, which may sound like a while ago, but if you think about it,
it's really not that long ago actually.
I mean, sure, 50 years, but like
Still, that's like more recent than it should be.
It's
more recent than it should be, and that's
essentially
very sad.
It was like a lot of things against spearfishing. I'm pretty sure that was what it was about. I'm not 100% sure. There's a lot of things against spearfishing and stuff like that.
Spearfishing is fine.
A lot of derogatory words were exchanged against the community.
Yeah, and
it's just like against the culture, and it's just sad because like still a lot of people today think that it was right and it was okay that America came in, killed a bunch of Native Americans,
and then was like, "Yep, this is ours."
And then
just no.
And then I was just moved in. Like if you look at maps, a lot of times that like they'll show how much we've degraded the culture, and it's sad because we did that.
We have.
It's good to see things like this trying to help.
It's bringing back. It's trying to help revive Native American culture. Because don't get me wrong, there's still quite a bit of it left today, but it's
helping educate those who don't know, and also those who maybe don't know much about their own culture, maybe, and need
a way to connect back with it, if they want to.
So and then Campbell said that you can go. Sorry.
No, you're good. Another thing Campbell said. I discovered the NACC when I was researching Yale before applying.
Yeah, I think we said that.
Yeah.
Sorry, we said that.
It was actually one of the many.
She said that she'd enjoyed hanging out with a lot of classmates, like Native American classmates. And says, end quote, in awe of their brilliance, dedication, and good hearts. So, a lot of the Native American classmates were able to come together and kind of form groups together and enjoy experiences and like help strengthen their culture, because as we know, by yourself it's
and not just that, like not all Native American cultures are the same, and they each get to educate each other on these different and exchange knowledge on these different cultures, which I find is beautiful because it's bringing more aspects of knowledge into like this program and event, and I think it's amazing.
And also I just think it's great because like when you're by yourself, a lot of times it's easy to just follow whatever like someone else told you, and it's easier to like kind of
it's very isolating.
It's very easy to isolate yourself and kind of lose yourself and your culture when you're by yourself.
Your sense of identity, I guess.
Your sense of identity, yeah. But when you have a group, when you're with others who can help strengthen you, that helps a lot because it helps you stand up for yourself and stand up for others and help grow, your...
And just to learn more in general about yourself. And I feel like that's awesome. Like,
and your ancestors.
I've said this a lot, but it is awesome.
So, he says that Campbell also says that food is associated with much more than just ingredients. It is also tied to stories, bonding, and lessons. So, she's saying that
food isn't just about like what's put into it. It's
and
about
especially the culture.
Yeah.
Like in the American culture, food can be
very important. It's very
I don't know if she's talking about just Native American culture, but she might also be talking about like just food.
Just food in general is a very comforting thing. First of all, like I know we've all have that one, like I know we all like we smell a certain food and we're like, yeah, that brings me back. We have like good associations with food,
and there's a lot of culture behind food. There's
food comes from everywhere. Like there's not a region in the world that you will not find
a food that comes from.
Yeah, like food from everywhere is different depending on where you go. You will not go. You sometimes even within like a same country. Like if you go to different parts of the same country, the food can change drastically.
Like France has a lot of culinary stuff. Like Like
have like
eclairs?
it's very like
Culinary.
big culinary industry. It's also very heavily based like
Italian is like a lot of savory stuff.
yeah. French cuisine's like very. There's a bunch of pastries and there's a bunch of just various.
Stuff.
Yeah, it's very sweet. If you go to France, it's very sweet.
And in more Asian places, you'll find like rice used a lot.
Rice is very
Because
prominent.
I think that's because it's easily grown there.
It's
and
easily
it also shows
grown.
how how the Yale sustainable food, like how they talk about how land and food kind of have a
Interaction.
It's kind of like that because since in Asia a lot of times it's easy to grow rice there.
Yeah, rice.
You see a lot of dishes with rice, and
Yeah.
it's like a great association with the two. Like
And especially among like those more coastal countries, like things such as fish are more prominent.
Yeah. Like if you go near to the coast, you'll find a lot of fish places.
Yeah, because if food changes depending on what's available, and it's incredible to see what people make with what's available.
Yeah,
and
like
it's so interesting.
for instance, you're not gonna be living in like Russia and be eating peaches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or oranges. You aren't gonna have a bunch of orange dishes because oranges can only be grown in hot areas. So like in California, you'll probably find a lot more oranges, or in Florida.
Florida, yeah.
Yeah. If you're in Florida, you'll probably find a lot more places with like oranges, I guess.
Yeah. Isn't Florida known for its oranges or something like that?
Yeah.
Is it Florida? And
I
then
think it's
Georgia. I
orange.
think it's Georgia with its peaches.
Oh, I love peaches.
Peaches are
We're getting out that. But yeah.
I think that just about like sums up what happened. Like what is that event? It was a very good,
and like
significant cultural event that happened at Yale.
it helps unite people and helps like speak about their culture and help them be known and be seen, and it also just raises awareness to, I guess, have we said this before, but like raising awareness to what their culture is, and
can also raise awareness to a bunch of the issues for Native Americans that we discussed earlier,
yeah.
like discussing these topics and showing these issues help prevent more of them in the future, and can raise support for the issues that are happening right now.
Yeah, having
the more educated people are,
the less racist they'll be.
Yeah, the less racist they'll be.
That's really what it comes down to. Because,
honestly.
Because normally when people are racist, they just don't understand the community and the culture. They normally just are desensitized and they don't see them as people really.
Yeah, and they're very sad. It's very, very...
and if they're supremacists, then they're just messed up people.
The more educated you are, the less racist you'll be.
But, yeah.
That has actually proven to be true many a times. But anyways, I think that just about wraps it up. I think that's our session for today. It was nice. It was nice talking to you, my dear co-host.
Hopefully Wednesday we'll have another episode out.
Yeah, I think it should be by Wednesday.
Yeah, I think that will be about global warming and how it's. I think.
Shh, you don't want to spoil too much. We have
to give them just a sample of what's gonna be on Wednesday.
It's global warming. That's the sample. That's all the sample we need.
Come back on Wednesday, I guess.
Yeah,
please.
Please,
I guess
we're desperate. I'm kidding.
Yes, that's the Daily Quack for today.
That's the Daily Quack. Woo! The Daily Quack.
See you guys later.
See you.
Hope you have a great day and.
Thank you, listeners. We love you.
We love you.
We love you.
Goodbye.
Bye.